Hello there, guys. Welcome back to the fourth episode of the Modern Acropolis podcast.
Can we count this as the third?
Yeah, I guess we can just say this is the third. The last episode didn't count, but...
That's going to be a special bloopers for all you guys at home.
Yeah, if you guys want to listen to just a great podcast, that's open.
I mean, I think the material picked up near the end.
Yeah,
right?
A little bit. Yeah, the beginning was just awful. I don't even know what we were talking about.
To be fair, the beginning was basically just all of the other ones combined.
Yeah. So
shit all around.
Just talked about Scooby-Doo again for a little bit.
I mean, that was the good part. That was a highlight.
Yeah, honestly.
That was the one singular highlight of the podcast. And then
That's true.
The Iran situation.
Oh, yeah.
We're not going to cover, but check out the Twitter. Depending on when you're watching this, you'll have to scroll really far back.
Yeah, but if you're just watching it now, you can check it out. It's pretty great.
Twitter is really great.
All right, Kyle, you got any topics for the day? Or are we just going to go off the...
I do have a topic to bring up.
All right.
That I think is pretty interesting and also stupid. I don't know if you heard, but Avengers Endgame is getting re-released in theaters with new scenes.
Wait, really?
Apparently. Yeah, they're releasing in theaters again, and they're gonna add like some bonus scenes or whatever. I'm pretty sure, and that to me is just fucking stupid because I already seen the movie.
I haven't seen it, but I'm not gonna see it.
Well, yeah, but no. Well, like people that have already seen it
are probably
they're now saying go see it again.
Because
There's
we want
new
more money.
Scenes. I heard somebody say this, and I'm inclined to agree. If we go to like the highest grossing films of all time, number one grossing film of all time is Avatar.
Yeah.
You know the movie Avatar with the blue people? That's still number one.
Mm-hmm.
Endgame is number two currently. It's
Wow.
only 40 million away from beating Avatar. Pretty much 40 million, around there.
It's going to pass it.
Well, if they if they didn't re-release it, it probably would have passed it like later in time, maybe. But then again, Avatar doesn't really have a chance. It's already had decades to, go off the radar. So down the line, Endgame probably would have passed it, but they're just trying to milk it to get it earlier by re-releasing it. And I bet they're going to be little bitches about it, and then they're going to count the re-released money earned with this number, so that all of the Uber fans that go out and see it for the 500th time or whatever, they're gonna boost this up to the number one spot, which I feel like is unfair.
Yeah,
I'm not the biggest fan of Avatar, right? I mean, I love the movie,
but it earned that title.
I'm not the biggest fan, but Endgame beating it, I just don't feel like Endgame deserves to be the number one spot. I like Endgame. I like comic book movies. I'm not on the
hate train.
The hate train, the fatigue, superhero movie fatigue. I'm not on that train. I'm still having a good time, but I just don't feel like Endgame deserves to be the number one
most
highest grossing film of all time.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel like it to me. It definitely deserves to be up there, but I don't feel
not
like
number
it should
one,
be the highest one. Yeah, especially not if they re-release it and then count those numbers. That just feels like you're cheating.
Yeah, that's cheaping it out. They should re-release Avatar with added scenes.
They're just gonna have Avatar 2, and it's gonna be absolute garbage.
Surprised there hasn't been an Avatar 2.
No, they're making it. It's coming out next year.
That's crazy.
The thing is that nobody cares anymore, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm going to check what the ratings were for the first one. I forget if it was good or not.
It's going to be... No, it was really good. I enjoyed it. Everyone enjoyed it.
James Cameron directed it. Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. It was really good. And it's going to get a sequel, and no one's going to care. I mean, I'm going to go see it, because I'm interested in what they're going to do.
Damn, that was pretty much a 3-hour-long movie.
I know, it was a long-ass movie.
Crazy.
But it was a damn good movie, to say the least.
Remember they were mechs.
Yeah, that was the coolest part.
Yeah.
Coolest part about Avatar, the mechs.
Yeah.
Let's Avatar
just be
cast
honest
right now. Avatar cast opinions on the film.
I don't remember the film at all.
I barely do. All I know is that I don't know if I'm the only one, but I was on the human side 100% for the whole movie.
I forget. Weren't they trying to destroy the tree? I don't know.
They did destroy the tree. They were there for minerals, and they were destroying the planet. And then the blue people were like, nah,
gotta stop
destroying our shit. So they started attacking them. And then the humans were just whooping their ass because we have guns.
And they have nothing.
They had bows and arrows. So
and they had those flying creatures.
Yeah, they had those. But we had helicopters.
Yeah, so I mean...
So we were winning. We were winning pretty much. But I was on the human side 100% just because they had mech suits and they were just cool.
Yeah.
I never thought the Avatar people were cool.
No, they're just kind of like cat people. You're kind of weird.
I can understand, like, the message, like, don't destroy the environment and stuff like that. But mech suits.
Was Avatar based off of something like a book?
I doubt it. No,
they just not. Made that up. They were like,
no, it's not. I 100% guarantee. Avatar.
I think the dragons were kind of cool.
You mean the little flying bird things? I thought they were cool. Epic. But I like helicopters more. It was not based on a book.
All right. Wow. It feels like it should be because of how weird it is.
I wouldn't have been surprised, but it's not. That's very interesting.
The Avatar Chronicles. The Avatar: The Last Airbender.
And also, like, they use like the Yeah, no, we're not talking about that movie. That movie's trash.
All right.
I always love when you say Avatar. You always have to say, do you mean shit movie or blue people?
Yeah. Honestly,
that's all. That's what you have to do to distinguish between the two.
Shit movie or blue people?
Shit movie or blue people? Which Avatar are you talking about? But anyways, what was I saying?
Or shit TV show?
No, the TV show is good. Fuck you.
I've never watched it.
TV show was good. Movie was shit.
I remember there was like a big flying thing, like a woolly mammoth looking thing.
Yeah,
it had a weird long tail.
He's badass. Only in the show though. Show is good. Movie's trash. You should watch the show. It's honestly not that bad.
Not really into that anime art style looking thing. I just feel weird watching it.
Neither am I really. But even that show, I got to give it a pass.
All right.
I got to give it a pass.
You got to give it a pass.
I got to give it a pass.
Avatar: The Last Airbender gets a pass.
Gets a pass.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to blue people Avatar.
Yeah.
Mech suits. Fucking badass. I always wanted a mech suit as a toy.
What's your favorite mech suit? In anything.
It's fucking difficult. I have to say probably the one from Avatar, honestly.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool.
I can't think of another one that really.
All the other ones
really
are
stands
like
out for me.
They're all cool, but like
they're all cool, but the Avatar one just resonates.
Yeah, because like it's like the stereotypical.
It has
mech.
History.
Yeah,
it has history with me. I always wanted that as a toy, but for some reason,
there's Lego ones.
Never got it. No, I wanted the action figure one, man. That was fucking badass. But I think when I was young, I always thought the toy didn't exist.
Because we're young and stupid.
I was like, that toy's so cool. They couldn't have made it. And then like years later, I was like,
they made it.
Oh no! Years later, I was like, damn, that toy's that's so cool. I wish I had that as a toy. I was like, I bet it was.
It was too cool to be a toy.
Out. And then I looked it up, and I was like, fuck.
I mean, you could get it now and then just play with it.
I mean, I could, but they don't sell it in stores anymore. I have to buy it.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't. It's been like 10 years. When's Avatar's birthday? Wait, it's this year, but 10th anniversary. Avatar release date.
Yeah, it would be this year.
December 18th. December 18th? I didn't know it came out in December.
I'm putting that in my calendar right now.
Avatar's big birthday. If they don't release Avatar 2 on that day, that'll be a missed opportunity.
They're not.
December 17th.
Is it December 17th?
Yeah, of 2021. So we gotta wait 2 years.
It's
so a day before. They're releasing it a day before.
Really? A day before?
Dude, why not just... Well, they probably have to release it on a Tuesday. Don't most things come out on Tuesdays?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I guess 17th was a Tuesday for 2021.
When is the anniversary?
The 18th
of December?
Yeah.
I'm putting that on my calendar
and this
right
is the
now.
10-year anniversary.
I'm watching Avatar on the 18th.
I need to get it on Blu-ray. I watched that movie once in my whole life.
How have you only watched it once?
I watched it in theater. I have it on DVD, but I've never watched it, I don't think. Maybe I have it when I was way younger.
What do you even mean?
I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm not that into it. Like, I think it's cool. I'm not, like, drooling about it.
Yeah, I'm not either. I just think it's really fucking cool.
It is cool. The concept is interesting. It's kind of goofy, but what isn't goofy nowadays? Yeah. Like, Godzilla, King of the Monsters, that's goofy. It's just a bunch of big monsters fighting. Don't
you mean Jet Jaguar, King of Monsters?
Jet Jaguar, King of the Monsters.
Jet Jaguar, King of Monsters. Back onto the point of...
What we were even talking about.
Just something that's really fascinating to me is how toys have progressed through the years. I feel like we're in a downward trend. I feel like toys have gotten shittier.
Yeah.
For the past couple decades.
I'm surprised I haven't banned Nerf guns yet.
Why would they ban Nerf guns?
I don't know. Promotes violence? I don't know.
What do you mean?
Promotes violence, dude.
I'm saying the quality of toys has gone down. There's the whole thing.
What even are toys nowadays?
What do you mean? They fall like action figures and shit. And like Legos. Have you seen like Lego sets now? They're like trash.
All I see is Minecraft Lego sets, which I guess is trash.
Well, that's just inherently trash.
Yeah, that's just trash in general.
You can just play Minecraft.
Yeah, why would you need a Lego set?
Why would you want Legos?
You can just play. It's literally a game. Pretty much just Legos the game.
Yeah, it's great. But I'm saying, like, I remember like Star Wars Legos back in the day. Those were the shits, man. Those were so fucking
honestly,
badass.
Yeah, but maybe it's because we're older and we can't experience.
No, I'm looking at the aisles.
I'm going to Lego.com. We're gonna see what new releases they got
I'm looking at the aisles of like Target, and I'm looking at these Legos, and
they're just not cool.
They just don't look like quality. They look so basic. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. And I'm seeing it differently.
I remember there were like big ships, massive ships that would take hours to assemble. There was like the Death Star that no one could afford.
Stuff like that.
Because it was like $300. Okay.
Like stuff like that. I just feel like we don't see enough of that anymore.
Now we just see
now we see little small sets of like trash.
Yeah.
Trash little Lego sets.
Dude, Lego.com is so confusing. I don't know what this is.
Granted, I guess when we were growing up, the Star Wars craze, specifically to just use that example, was more on the prequel trilogy, which is a whole different set of movies from what's been coming out.
And they were like the movies are pretty trash, but the Lego sets following it were cool.
I like the movies.
I think the third one's the best. The third one's the best because it had General Grievous, which is my favorite person.
The movies are still trash, but they have a special place in my heart, and I love them.
Yeah, I watched. When I was
taking
younger,
a controversial step. Hold on, I'm taking a controversial statement. I like the universe. It's not even a controversial statement. This is just my opinion.
All right.
I like the world, the setting of the prequels more than the originals.
All right.
I like the Galactic War aspect.
Yeah, I like the Clone War thing. I'm
saying if the movies were done right, I feel like they could have been better than the originals.
Because like
if they were done right.
Yeah. when I was a kid, the one I've watched the most out of every Star Wars movie is Revenge of the Sith, with Anakin turning into Darth Vader. Because it was just action packed.
What I watched the most was Attack of the Clones.
Alright, so we both watched prequels.
Because I like
We're both
clones.
trash, yeah, but...
I like the prequels. I actually, in overall status...
I can enjoy them.
Yes, overall status, not looking at the quality of film, I like the prequels more than the originals.
Damn.
But the originals are just inherently better films, so no contest about that. But I enjoy the prequels more.
I can see that, honestly.
I just like the world.
I can kind of relate to that.
I like the world. Like, even some people, like, the main complaint of, like, the prequels is, like, it's too political. There's a whole lot of Senate stuff or whatever.
But that's kind of interesting, to be honest.
I know, I was like, well, I guess for, like, some people that's a negative. I was like, I'm finding this kind of interesting, you know?
We're learning how this world works.
Setting aspect. I like the governmental aspect of this whole thing.
Yeah, there wasn't very much of that in the original trilogy.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of that. It was just... It
was just Luke going to the...
It was rebels versus an empire.
And I mean, that's kind of the same for every single trilogy of Star Wars, but still.
Well, I mean, except for the prequels. It was like...
It was the rise of...
It was the rise of that empire. It was great. I loved it.
But now we have this trash trilogy with...
Yeah, no, this trilogy's trash.
Yeah, this is worse than the prequels, 100% for me. Quality of film...
Definitely. Quality of film...
Can be debatable.
Quality of film can be debatable, yes. Probably the newer ones are still better.
But The Last Jedi is my least favorite Star Wars movie ever made.
Oh yeah, totally. Like 100%.
I haven't seen any of like the spin-offs other than Rogue One, so I can't say.
I've seen
The Last Jedi.
Solo. Solo was better than Last Jedi.
When I was watching it, I was just like,
best.
What is happening? Like, what is going on? Why is...
I knew The Last Jedi was going to be bad as soon as the first joke hit. I was like...
Yeah. Like...
This isn't
Avengers.
The
movie started with the guy being like, hello? Like, doing like a prank call.
I was like,
This isn't Star Wars. This isn't funny.
This isn't Avengers. Like, if this was an Avengers film, I'd be like, okay, this is kind of funny.
But this is like Star Wars.
This is a joke, but this is Star Wars. It didn't work. I don't even know why. I feel like even if they put it in a different movie, for some reason, I still feel like it would work.
I don't know.
It
just felt super awkward. Maybe because they just shouldn't have opened it with that. Like, that's like the worst first impression.
Yeah, maybe if they just didn't open it with it.
That was like the first piece of dialogue in the whole film.
Yeah, and it didn't resonate with me. I was like, okay. This
isn't going to be interesting.
Going to go well.
Yeah.
That was just the opening of the film. This is not going to go well. I have a bad feeling about this.
The Last Jedi was just A New Hope remastered. So that was...
No, that was Force Awakens.
Oh, yeah. Shoot.
This one was Empire Strikes Back. But it wasn't... It was pretty... There was a lot of scenes that were the same.
Yeah, there were AT-ATs again.
Yeah.
Just like in Empire Strikes Back.
A white landscape while speeders went around them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, you couldn't have done anything
what were those
else?
glacier foxes? I don't understand. They were just kind of there.
Yeah, there wasn't really a point to them.
Just to look cool. Just a cool shot for the trailer.
People complained in the prequels, like, there's too many CGI animals on the screen, there's no point to it. I was like, fox.
Let's just put a fox in here.
I mean, they did serve a purpose. They showed them the exit in the cave, but, like, you could have...
Yeah.
Being a writer myself, you could have found some other way to do
being a successful writer... Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But it's just like...
You could have found another way to do that without the foxes.
Yeah. And with Rise of Skywalker, like, I just don't care anymore. It's just like, I'm still going to see it.
I'm interested to see how they're going to end everything.
Oh, yeah, the Emperor's coming back. Oh, I forgot about that. Lord
I don't even know if I'm excited for that because, like, I love the character so much that I don't want him to be ruined.
Yeah, and J.J. Abrams
trilogy
was probably just like, when he watched The Last Jedi, he was probably like, Jesus Christ, what did you do to my movie?
I know.
You just messed this up so bad. I set it up so well.
He wrote the first one, set up the second one. Second one did its own thing,
and
now
shut down everything that the first one did.
Now he's got to do the third one. It's like, okay.
Dude, this new movie needs to be at least like Avatar length long to wrap all this up. Like, yeah, I don't know how they're gonna wrap it all up in
I
one
will
movie.
accept a 3-hour movie if you can fix it.
Yeah.
Set it right. And this better not be like Return of the Jedi. I want to see like maybe one scene that's similar to Return of the Jedi. Everything else I want different.
Yeah. And it's Star Wars, so it's obviously gonna have a happy ending. But I kind of hope it doesn't. But I feel like it's going to 100%.
No,
because it's for children.
It's the wrap up of everything. The prequels already did the sad ending of the trilogy.
Oh, yeah. I guess that was a sad ending.
Well, yeah, because the Empire wins.
Yeah.
Everyone loses.
And Darth Vader's like... Dude,
that's what I like about the prequels as well, is that it's a sad ending.
It's a realistic ending.
more on the sequels. And the new movie that'll be coming out. I just don't know. I'm not excited for it.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to see, since it's a wrap-up of all 3 trilogies, the end of all of them. And they're not making another one. Did you know that?
Another main series trilogy.
Yeah.
So this is literally it.
Well, no, they might make another main series, but not like around these characters.
Okay.
This is the ending.
This is the end of Rey, the end of Finn.
Yeah, I guess it would be the end of Rey, yeah.
Finn is just like in the background now.
It would be the end of Finn.
He's not really doing anything. So that's
being
great.
A person of the African American ethnicity, I could fucking care less for Finn.
Okay, so
this is coming
he's
from... just not really an interesting character.
No, he's not. The last episode, the last movie literally did nothing. He was just messing around with that Asian girl.
I was hoping he would die in the last shot.
That would have been like heroic. It would have been like something happened.
Okay, this is a good character. I can go back and watch the other movies. Like, okay, I can appreciate him now. Then he just fucking lives.
Yeah, and the worst scene,
Rose.
The worst joke was when Luke gets shot 1 billion times, then walks out and then brushes his shoulder off. I think it would have been way...
It's not even a joke.
I think it would have been way cooler if Luke was there in real life.
Yeah, no, it would have been way cooler if he was
That's what I was thinking. I was going to be like, that's what I thought. And I was like, oh my god. But then he just appeared on a rock.
You can still have him die to Kylo Ren if you want him to. Just have it be physically there.
Yeah, but like I don't know how they do. Maybe like just make him use up all his force power. I don't know. And then he just dies. No, but like him being there, like he crushes the AT-ATs with like his fists and like destroys everything. But then he's like limp, and then Kylo Ren like kills him. Boom. Better than him floating on a rock and then just disappearing.
I suppose.
Well, anything's better than him just sitting on a rock, not just
yeah, that's true.
Force
and then just holographing
himself.
I just don't know, man. I just don't know. I don't know about this new movie.
Yeah.
All the characters they care about are dead.
And to be honest, I'm kind of getting Star Wars fatigued out here. I think they're just pumping out pretty disappointing movies. There's never any good ones anymore. Like none that are like, I want to buy all the merch.
There's none like the prequels.
Yeah. Well, definitely not. But there's none. The only one that was really like wow was The Force Awakens, but that's just because it was the first one and got me back into Star Wars again. And I was like, yes, this is epic. And it was actually good. Cool it was a good movie. But
it was a good movie.
Every movie after that was not. No.
My problem with the sequel trilogy. My problem with it is that it's just too much like the original.
The prequels?
No.
Oh, this one, the new one.
The new ones, the sequels. Yeah. They're too much like the originals. It's again this empire authoritarian state versus
against a small group of rebels.
It's the same conflict, just again.
Honestly,
that's the reason I like the prequels more. Well, that's for a whole different reason.
Yeah, but they need to change it up every time. They can't just repeat the same story.
Yeah, like the prequels were at least something new. It was an intergalactic civil war that ultimately ended with the original trilogy, but it was something new. There was a whole bunch of Jedi, there was clones, there was droids fighting each other. Now, granted, it wasn't executed well, but it was something new.
Yeah.
This is just the same thing, executed well or not. It's still the same thing.
And I'm tired of seeing the same thing.
That's why
I grew up with the originals. I don't want to see it again with these people that I don't care about.
I grew up with the prequels.
Well, yeah, I did too, but like I still grew up with the originals as well. I watched.
Well, yeah, I also did this.
I like the prequels more though when I was a kid.
I like the prequels more now still.
Yeah, honestly, in a way.
I just like them. I appreciate the universe that was created. I've learned to look beyond their trash films. And through things like the TV show Clone Wars, I see how good the time is for like stories.
Yeah.
It's just an interesting era. And I actually like what's his name? I don't know if you know him, but he what the fuck's his name?
Who is he?
I'm trying to say. He had a show. He's famous. I don't know if you've seen his memes, but he like gets really mad at stuff. Like he's super to the right.
I think I know who you're talking about. Is it like the guy who got canceled on everything?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if we can say his name because we might get canceled, but I know who you're talking
of course,
about.
They're coming
I think they do, to be honest.
Of course.
But I know who you're talking about. Yeah. What's his name?
Know,
what's his name?
What is his name? I just want to remember
Rogan?
his name.
No, not Joe Rogan.
It's not Joe Rogan.
Man who gets... Oh, guy who says frogs are gay.
Turn the freaking frogs gay. That's what I was about to look up.
Alex Jones. Boom.
Alex Jones, that's what it is.
Alright, Jesus.
He actually... I don't know when he did this, but I found this video of him explaining the prequel trilogy.
Uh-huh.
He actually explained it in terms of like modern day.
Uh-huh.
And it's really interesting.
All right.
You should actually
I'll have to check it out.
I'm going to link it right now for you. Right. You don't have to watch it during the podcast.
Yeah, I'll watch it after. Yeah, I will. I'll check it out.
Cuz it's actually really good and it makes me love the prequels even more. Because it's really good. Everybody who's listening to this, if you like Star Wars and like the prequels, you should check it out. Yeah. Alex Jones.
I might leave it in the description unless I feel like we'll get taken down for
you probably won't leave it in the description because you don't really care.
Yeah, but it's fine. But hey,
Alex Jones explains the Star Wars episodes 1, 2, and 3 prequels.
If somehow J.J. Abrams can make this story into something different in the last episode, you know?
He can't. He just can't do it.
I know, but if somehow he can,
even if he did, the overall trilogy as a whole is still just a big disappointment.
I think Rey should have become a bad guy.
Oh yes,
that would have been perfect.
That would have been so good. Like
something different.
Right at the end, I was like, they were reaching out. I was like, yes, please join forces together.
Have this be something different.
It would be so interesting. And but then no. She didn't do it, and I was like,
all right,
fuck,
cool.
As soon as that happened, I was like, the movie just lost its last chance.
Nothing new was gonna happen.
It's over.
Just, the next episode, Rey's just gonna kill the Emperor and Kylo Ren. Or Kylo Ren and Rey are going to team up against the Emperor. I was actually
hoping that like Rey would go evil and then Kylo would go good, and they just flip-flop.
Dude, exactly. See, we're coming up with better ideas.
That's what I was hoping for. I'd like Rey would go evil, and then Kylo would go good, and then they got to meet in the middle. They go back. They like twirl.
And then everybody lives in harmony, but 50-50.
Yes.
Boom. So there's not just like an overarching ruler between them,
or even like they set up in the movie, they join forces together, and then you gotta follow these non-force users to fight the two only ones left.
Yeah, and I don't really like how at the end of Last Jedi, like that little boy had the Force, and it's just like implying that everybody can have the Force.
That was just fucking stupid.
That kind of takes away from the whole Force thing. It's like, cool, everybody can just be a Jedi.
I was just like, why?
Yeah.
This child's untrained, and he's over here moving brooms.
Because now Rey doesn't feel special, because now there's just people out there. Like, why is Rey special then? Everyone else can use the Force.
Everything.
Everyone else can use the Force, so why is she supposed to be the hero?
It's
dumb.
Very disappointing. At least it's ending.
Yeah, at least
before it gets worse.
They need to put a bullet in its head.
It's ending. They're gonna do more Star Wars movies. Yeah. Obviously, they already said like.
I kind of want to see
Rian Johnson. You know the guy who directed.
Yeah.
Jedi. He's getting his own trilogy, or at least.
Yeah, I know that's awful. That's not good.
I hope he doesn't.
And the guys who directed Game of Thrones are getting their own trilogy too.
They're getting their own trilogy. I hope their trilogy.
I'm not gonna watch their trilogy because
the other guy.
I don't support them at all.
Why?
Because they rushed Game of Thrones to get to the Star Wars stuff. So no, they shouldn't have their own trilogy. They ruined Game of Thrones, so
they could get to Star Wars.
Yeah, just so they can make more money at Star Wars. That's actually what they did, so that's great.
I mean, that's funny.
Yeah, but still, like, they need to stop. Like, you literally ruined so many people's, like... People have been watching that show for, like, 8 years, and they just ruin it at the end. It's like, okay.
It's hilarious.
Thanks for wasting my time.
I'm actually interested in where they could go with this new trilogy, because it's going to take... They said Rian Johnson's is going to take place, like, on the other side of the galaxy. It's not going to have anything to do with the Skywalkers or whatever, anything that's happening over there.
Good. I'm tired of seeing the Skywalkers.
Well, yeah, but I'm like, well, then what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
like it's gonna be it's gonna be something completely new, and I'm like, I don't know if I want that.
I guess.
Like I'm thinking about it, it's like
I don't really care what's on the other side.
Yeah, it's like it's cool, you know, Star Wars universe. It's cool, but like, why even call it Star Wars then?
It's just in the same universe, but no one we know...
Yeah, it's in the same universe.
It doesn't affect anything we've built up.
You could literally call it anything else, and it would still be the same movie. Like, what is going to be in this new trilogy to make it Star Wars, besides, like, the alien species? But, like, okay. It wouldn't feel like Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as it's right now, in the idea phase... It doesn't feel like Star Wars.
Yeah. I kind of want there to be a General Grievous movie, but I feel like they'll mess it up, so I don't want them to.
I want there to be an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. And
yeah, that's what everyone wants.
They said they're going to make it. Yeah, everyone wants an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, because he's fucking best character.
What's his name? Ewan
McGregor.
Yeah.
Because he would be so good, but I'm actually scared now, because they've been fucking up so bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want the movie. But I don't want them to make it. I want to see
Ewan McGregor doesn't deserve this.
He doesn't deserve to be wronged by whoever would direct it. But I think they could do it. And I'm pretty sure they are. I think they've confirmed it at this point.
That it's coming out at some point?
Yeah, I think they've confirmed it at this point.
I think we got a decent amount of time before it comes out, though.
I think it's coming out in like a few years.
I'm gonna check it up. Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. Let's see if anything comes up. No, nothing yet. Is Kenobi movie confirmed?
Is it?
A Ben Kenobi movie has been in the works for a while under Disney Lucasfilms, along with a Yoda and Boba Fett spin-off films. Oh my god. Dude, why do we need a Yoda movie? We don't need a Yoda movie.
I don't think the Yoda one needs to happen.
Boba Fett would be alright.
Boba Fett would be okay, because it's like bounty hunters.
Better be interesting, though.
Yeah, I can see. I hope if it should be rated R.
Yes.
Rated R Boba
Fett
rated R would be very
badass. Just make it like John Wick, really but Boba Fett.
Oh yes, of course. That would be amazing.
That would be
absolutely amazing. He's just fucking out here in the underworld.
What is the Yoda movie gonna be? We've already seen the whole Yoda life pretty much.
No, like, he was like art. He was like 900 years old in the prequels.
What if he's like a baby? Was he Baby Yoda?
Like young Yoda?
That'd be disgusting. I don't want to see that.
That'd just be like, why?
Yeah.
It'd just be like, why? I don't need this. I like the Yoda character. I just don't need a movie with him. It's like the same thing with the Han Solo film. I like Han Solo. He's like my favorite character in the original trilogy. I don't need a movie with him though.
Wasn't there like some
not required?
Wait. Wasn't there like a big reveal in the Han Solo movie? Of like some cool character. Oh yeah, wasn't there a Darth Maul? Yeah, there's a Darth Maul scene.
Which doesn't make any sense. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna go on a rant.
I don't understand. I just watched the clip of it, and I never seen the movie. I watched the clip. I saw like a thumbnail of Darth Maul.
Yeah,
like Darth Maul. And I was like, ooh, that looks cool. It was like a hologram.
It's stupid. Darth Maul was already brought back in canon in the TV shows, and then he was killed in canon in the TV shows. He's not alive anymore.
Are the shows still canon?
The shows are still canon.
Oh, I thought when Disney bought it, they like took away that they're no longer canon.
No, the shows are still canon.
I think that's just like the books and like the extended universe stuff.
the books aren't canon anymore.
I don't really care. I didn't read the books.
The shows are still canon. I'm pretty sure. No, it has to be. Yeah.
Maybe Han Solo. Maybe this happened in between the time. All right.
No, there is it can't be. Even still,
it just doesn't make sense.
Why even bring him back? We already seen him die in the TV show.
For fan
service?
We've already
seen Darth Maul die. Are they going to rewrite? Dude. Now, granted, I'm going to be 100% honest. If they did rewrite it, I wouldn't really care. Like, the TV show he's featured in, the Rebels TV show, that was, like, made for small children.
Yeah.
The Clone Wars was at least that, like, you can appreciate it as, like, a teenager. But
is that still going on?
The Clone Wars? No, it got canceled.
Oh, damn.
They're actually bringing it back, though. They're wrapping it up. I just remembered. They're bringing it back. They're wrapping it up. I'm actually super fucking excited.
I tried to watch it, but I got kind of bored, so I stopped.
It's fucking great. You can go fucking
Final episode was in 2014. Damn. That was like 5 years ago. Holy shit.
They canceled it because Disney bought it. So they canceled the show. It's because Disney was afraid of the prequels.
They wanted to distance themselves as far away from the prequels as possible.
I know, and it makes me so sad.
So they decided to remake the original trilogy.
Instead of doing the prequels right, they just completely just distanced themselves from it, and it was so sad.
Let's remake the prequels.
Oh man, I wish they would.
Dude, if we somehow were able to make a trilogy with Disney, we'd make the prequels trilogy again.
Start a petition, remake the prequels, but we want someone else
to direct,
to be in charge.
Yeah, not George Lucas.
We want someone with talent.
He's just an old man.
George Lucas was good, except for in dialogue.
And he loved CGI. He loved it. He thought it was the coolest thing ever. So he made everything
that's
CGI.
Because CGI was like the new thing.
Yeah, so he was like, oh, I'm going to make everything just epic. I'm going to make everything
cool. It was something new. So you got to respect him at least a little bit.
He was trying something new.
He was able to achieve something good with something really new. Like, this is an endgame CGI here, like technology.
That's true.
He didn't have that. But even with the technology they had, I still feel like he was able to accomplish something really big and great. Still look like shit, but still really good.
Gotta hand it to him.
Gotta hand it to him.
And he made a lot of money, so
he tried.
Who really lost?
Yeah, and the toys, man, wrapping it all around. Toys were fucking great. Toys to come out of the prequels, fucking coolest shits ever.
Yeah. To be honest,
those are the coolest toys ever. Fantastic time to be a kid.
And they had like the coolest Siths.
Fucking trash.
Yeah,
they had the coolest.
They had Darth Maul. They had General Grievous. They had Boba. No, they didn't have Boba Fett. What was there like assassin? Jango Fett. Was he
the father of Boba Fett?
Yeah, was he in there? Oh yeah, he was.
He was.
And they had those big like monsters in that arena. Remember that?
That was fucking cool.
That was cool. I liked like the praying mantis looking thing.
Yeah, that guy is fucking badass. He had the awesome Lego sets of just the cool, like it was a war. So you had like actual cool like tanks and military units as toys.
It wasn't just little baby
It wasn't
stuff.
just the rebels and the Empire, which was still cool.
Yeah.
You
but
know,
nothing.
you had the stormtroopers and the AT-ATs and the rebels.
It was the classic story of good versus evil.
Yeah,
nothing
I'm
good.
saying, like,
nothing
the toys.
Interesting.
The toys of the original, were cool, but I think the prequel toys were just so much better. They just had more to work with because it was a war. And then the sequel movies, they got fucking nothing. They ain't got shit to work with.
They got Rey. They got a Rey action figure. That's what they got. They literally have BB-8. That's their only cool thing. Yeah, they have nothing. They have no cool creatures.
They have just nothing cool. The first story stormtroopers, they just look fucking dumb. They just look
so boring. They're just like
they look like little plastic toys in the movie. They look like toys. Like even the old, like all the other toys, the movie people are turned into toys. This is toys being put in a movie. It's like a complete reversal.
The coolest thing about this new trilogy is Kylo Ren, I think.
Kylo Ren was edgy.
Yeah, he's very edgy.
He's new. I like that
he's new. He has something new. He fantasizes Darth Vader, which is interesting. Well,
he's all edgy emo kid, which like
which was pretty kind of like Anakin, but
yeah, it's sort of unappealing, but like it's something new. He's troubled, and he betrays his master, which was disappointing. It was really disappointing.
Yeah, that was oh my god,
that was
so much setup, and I
just remembered.
Dude, what were they like? What was the director thinking?
I just remembered. I repressed it in my head at how disappointing that was.
I remember there was like when I was like super into it, when I was like having a Star Wars high, I like watched
Star Wars high.
A lot of videos about it. And like I guess in like the comics or something, there was like this gauntlet thing, not the Infinity Gauntlet, but a gauntlet thing that like amplified his force abilities so he could like move planets and stuff. So I was like, dude, if they put Snoke is in that stuff, that'd be cool. And then we could learn more about him. He could be like crashing planets against each other.
I was thinking like there was a big theory going around that he was actually Darth Plagueis.
Plagueis, yeah.
Which was
that would have been awesome.
The master of Darth Sidious.
Because he brings himself back to life. Because that was like his thing.
Oh shit!
That makes perfect sense.
This boy's back.
It makes perfect sense.
And then they could have Episode 9, Emperor comes back. It's the Emperor and Plagueis. Now they're fighting each other, and then the good guys are here off to the side. They got to defeat both. It's like a three-way.
Yeah.
The three-way battle between the Emperor, Darth Plagueis, and then the new guys. Luke. Luke could have been there. It would have been so fucking.
Dude, just seeing like a force-on-force battle. We've never seen just a force-on-force battle. They always have lightsabers. So two Emperors just with like their like super powerful abilities.
And then like Luke, who's supposed to be like the strongest Jedi to have ever existed.
Yeah.
Even like one of the strongest Force users to ever existed. Now a new player in this three-way battle between like uber powerful Force users.
And seeing Luke and the Emperor meet again would have been epic
for another time, and then they like team up. That would have been dumb.
That would have been
that would
have been awful.
That would have been kind of dumb.
That would have been so corny. Holy
I can't even defend that. That would have been kind of dumb.
Yeah, but like having them fight.
Yeah, just a three-way battle between all three, I think, would be fucking amazing.
The three most powerful like people in the galaxy, pretty much.
The three most like powerful Force users of the past few decades or centuries.
Yeah, however long Darth Plagueis has been around. I don't know.
Yeah, however long he was around.
But that isn't going to happen, so that's great. Yeah. So now we just have the Emperor who's going to die again.
I'm actually fucking sad.
Yeah, we just made up like the coolest scenario. Oh God.
That actually sounds like so fucking cool.
Dude,
because
if they just make that scene, I'll pay to watch that instead of the
because
movie.
then, like, you know, all of these old, like, Empire remnants that are working with Plagueis would see, like, the Emperor return and, like, oh shit, who do we follow now? And then there's, like, a big split in between, and then it's just, now they're fighting each other.
Dude,
and then
they could have done that in, like, the second
mm,
movie, and then the third could have resolved it all. If...
Oh...
Dude, see, there's so much more they could have done. But now they decide to whip out the Emperor again because they don't know what else to do.
Because they killed Snoke.
Yeah,
I mean,
because...
Hey, they could still bring him back. If you think about it, this could still happen.
That's true. He could bring himself back to life.
They could bring Snoke back, just
and he could say, I'm Darth Plagueis. There'd be no build-up, but still.
I wouldn't even be mad. Just bring Snoke back.
Say he's Darth Plagueis, and then
you could say the lightsaber missed, even though I can clearly see it didn't, and I wouldn't even be mad.
Or you could just say that was a hologram of him. He was projecting himself.
You could just say the last movie didn't happen, and I'd be like, bet.
Yeah, honestly, just say like, just have JJ sit in a chair at the start and just be like, the last movie didn't happen.
The last movie didn't happen, so just watch this movie and have fun. We're about to fix.
We're about to have some epic fan fiction moments with.
It would have been so fucking cool. It could still happen.
Yeah, honestly, it could, I'm holding out hope.
J.J. Abrams, I feel like he was sort of setting that up almost.
Yeah, what if
he was at least hinting it? He was at least hinting at it.
That would just be too crazy to have Darth, like that Snoke guy just die that early. I feel like that's impossible. I feel like there's something else to that. There's gotta be.
Not for Rian Johnson.
But for J.J. Abrams.
That was his pure intention. If J.J. Abrams did it, I would have been like, okay, some shit's about to happen.
But J.J. Abrams can bring him back because he's directing it again, so...
Yeah, he can bring him back. I don't
know. But Rian Johnson's impression was that he's dead.
Yeah, no, he's just dead. He was going for a Game of Thrones style, you know, where characters just die.
Yeah, he thinks that's appealing for Star Wars, which it is, but...
I mean, it's appealing in certain cases. If like
not
the rest,
without any build-up or any character development. If the rest of
the world was like that, then it would have been like, okay, you know, it makes sense. Mm-hmm. But everything else is already like the normal, like fantasy, where people just live. It's like, well, now this person just dies, and it's like, well, it's just disappointing now.
That's true.
It doesn't fit everything else
at all. Yeah, it doesn't fit Star Wars. It's not Star Wars. It doesn't fit
Star Wars.
God, Snoke just needs to come back. Just something needs to happen with that.
Come back. He needs to be Darth Plagueis. Emperor needs to come back. They need to fight. Luke needs to come back.
Okay, I think the Luke thing is a little far fetched. But
Luke needs to come back.
Dude, they just because then the first movie, like, what was the point of Snoke? There was no point. That was the biggest waste of time. He was just there, just talking for no reason. This guy who can fucking merge these two beings' minds together across galaxies.
He's just fucking with her in the interrogation. His hands.
Yeah, he can't sense the lightsaber.
He's just fucking chilling. He should have had like a Hawaii pineapple shirt on and a fucking beach hat. He's just fucking bathing in just leisure as he's fucking with her because she can't do anything.
That's why something's got to happen. Something needs to happen, man. Something's got to happen.
I almost want Snoke to stay dead because I feel like the disappointment would just be so fucking funny.
No, that's gonna happen most likely. Funny. Most likely he's dead.
It would just be so funny.
Dude, I feel like I'm gonna leave the theater in December just sad. Just being like, what happened? Just what happened?
I'm gonna leave being like, my Star Wars stopped at the prequels. Everything after that,
Episode 3, final episode of Star Wars.
Never happened. Every movie after that didn't
all
happen.
6 others. Just no.
There's only 6 movies in my Star Wars Skywalker trilogy.
And Rey needs to be Luke's daughter.
I think Rey being Luke's daughter is still disappointing.
No, because it's the
Yes.
Skywalker family. It's all about this.
All
The
right.
first one was about his
Debate
dad.
time.
The second one was about
Debate
Luke,
time.
and the third was about his daughter. It's
We don't need that.
It's the
We already
Skywalker.
have Kylo Ren. He's related to Luke. That's the story.
No, he's not.
line.
He's Han. Oh, I guess. But
He's
that's like
the
it's
child
not
with
Luke,
Leia.
though.
That's the Skywalker line. He's not named Skywalker.
Oh my
but that
god!
doesn't
What
mean
if
not a
he's the
family.
Skywalker man?
I know, that's what I'm saying. It could still, it would even be better if it was him. And then I'm saying Rey should be related to Kenobi.
I don't know how that would work.
I don't know, like a great granddaughter or some shit.
Weird
It was
stuff
a theory.
happens.
It was a theory, and I actually like the theory because it was like, oh, it's sort of like this play where it's like, the Skywalker has been lost to the dark side or whatever. So no, it was something like this. Luke has lost his way. He's given up hope on the Jedi or whatever. He's not going to save the universe. So a Kenobi was like brought back into existence, someone of the Kenobi line. Because through all of the 6 movies, the Kenobi and Skywalker bloodline have been like tied to each other. And the Kenobis are always helping the Skywalkers.
Dude, because
so it's like,
oh my
and
god.
the Skywalkers are always like helping the Kenobis or whatever, and then like a Kenobi comes back out of nowhere off this desert planet. A Kenobi comes back, is the only one to find a Skywalker left. Luke Skywalker, only one, only person. And then she brings him back. The Kenobis help the Skywalkers out again.
Dude.
It would have been like so fucking poetic.
Oh my. Yeah, it could still possibly. We don't know her heritage 100%.
Her heritage is apparently nothing.
Nothing important. Nothing at all. Which is supposed to be like. It's supposed to bring this message of like anybody can be anything they want to be. They can rise from. Like, no. No, just stop.
It's like, we already know this.
Like, why are you... Like,
we can already believe this in our heads mentally. We don't need it rubbed into our face.
That is the most, like, just the most disappointing route to go for her heritage. Like, I can't think of anything worse. That's true. Like,
it could have been anything else, and I would have been like, okay.
But it's just nothing.
That's fine.
Like, it's nothing. It's pointless. Like this whole series, it's pointless.
I can understand. Some people have said. I've seen some people say that they actually like this because that's not what everyone was expecting.
You can't subvert expectations all the time.
Yeah.
Just to make it different. It's stupid.
And I'm thinking like, well, I mean, yeah, she's nobody, but then it's like,
then what's the point?
I don't really. It's like okay, but main character of the Skywalker trilogy is a nobody. Like, it's a Skywalker. It's a Skywalker trilogy. Why are we seeing it from the point? Why is there's nobody in here? You know, it's like, what's the point?
Kylo Ren, but then that kind of. Well, I mean, if you think about it, he is. I see what you're saying. Like, he is as much Skywalker because it's 50-50.
Yeah.
Luke having a child is the same thing because it's the woman. The only difference is that it's just the last name. He's still the Skywalker.
The only thing changed is the last name.
And that's because Han Solo's the guy. So
I feel like having Rey be a Skywalker is just, it's too obvious. Like, the whole reason, like, they kept it a mystery in Force Awakens. So it was like, okay, it's a mystery, it's something new. If it's a Skywalker, it's like, okay, well, we already knew, it's expected. Like, okay, it's the new main character. She's really good with the Force. Okay, it's a Skywalker. It's the daughter of Luke. She's just left her on a desert planet. I'm like, okay. I mean, it's better than nobody for sure. Mm-hmm. But it's like basic. It's like it's the one you expect. Now, I like subverting expectations a little bit.
But you can't, not Last Jedi. Not that kind of subverting expectations like where they shut everything down and just...
I like everyone, like, after The Force Awakens, for, like, the couple years that it took was just theorizing. There were so many videos coming out.
Like, and it's all for nothing! It was for nothing.
It was, like, every theory was literally...
wrong.
Because there was no theory. There was no evidence. It was just nothing.
And he proved it. He was like, nah.
It was like, it's nothing. Like, nobody theorized that it was nothing. Because why would it be? That's like, there's no point to that.
And he succeeded at doing that.
It was nothing.
Literally nothing.
Like, well,
you win, I guess. I mean...
And then I like how after Force Awakens, like, YouTube, everything, full of theories. Everyone was talking about where it could go. Last Jedi, nobody cared.
Yeah.
Nobody cares anymore.
Yeah, because no one cares, man.
There's no theorizing anymore because there's nothing happening. Last Jedi left us with nothing. Left us with no more mysteries, nothing set up, nothing answered to resolve. There's just nothing. There's only where it could go next, but there's no sign. Yeah, there's just nothing.
There's nothing.
All they have in The Last Jedi is literally what's left of the rebellion is on that ship. Is on the Millennium Falcon. If you can confine your rebellion to the Millennium Falcon, you're already done. You're already done, basically. You got no ships. You got no supplies. I know they sent out like a distress beacon or whatever, so I'm sure they're gonna find like other fucking the people are gonna come back. We're gonna fight against the fucking Empire. But it's like, it's so fucking stupid. It's like, no, it's dumb.
So just sucks.
It really does.
It's just all awful. There is so much
really
potential.
Taking a turn.
And The Force Awakens kind of has an excuse because it's rebooting Star Wars.
Yeah.
But they could have taken it in any other direction, just anything. But I mean, Last Jedi really took it in another direction, but
not in a good way.
No.
And even then, it still copied Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, same thing.
It still copied it in a way. Maybe not completely, but enough to where you can see. You can see the parts. It's like, no. No.
Damn. That's insane.
Overall, I think just the main disappointment with the new trilogy, with me, the overall main disappointment is that it's just too much like the originals.
Yep.
Even if they did them right,
it's still disappointing.
It's still just not gonna resonate with me like the prequels are, because the prequels are at least different.
Yeah, all jokes aside, the prequels are they're just interesting because they're not the same as everything else. They diversified it all.
Yeah,
they made the world seem bigger. They don't have to
be compared back to the originals. I mean, they can be, and they still can and should be, but
they stand on their own.
They still stand on their own because they don't have like the same story.
Yeah, and then
with, the same themes. It's completely different to where you can treat them as separate.
Yeah, but you can directly compare this trilogy to the original, and that's a problem.
It's the same thing. I just can't get over the resistance. It's like, we're doing it again.
Like, can we not do
rebellion?
Anything else?
It's literally, and the thing is like, it's so close to like the originals. Like, the originals happen, the 3 movies happen, and then the sequels happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, we went from a rebellion to another rebellion. It's like, we haven't progressed. Like, the prequels, we went from Empire, Civil War, to rebels fighting an empire. That's different, 2 different things that we changed from. Now we just went from rebels to rebels again. And I like rebels fighting empires, but like, it's the same thing.
You can only do that so much.
You can only do it so many times.
And once is enough.
I wish they would have just done what the books did.
I didn't read the books.
What happened in the books was like, they formed the New Republic, the one that got one shot, 360 no scope one shot by the New Order.
Awesome.
In the Force Awakens. In the actual like books or whatever, they were actually really powerful. Well, they weren't really powerful. They were actually kind of weak. But they were there, and they were fighting off, the remaining pieces of the Empire, like The Force Awakens, except it was like an actual, like, cohesive unit. It was a cohesive country, you could say, that was fighting, like, these war bands. But I think what they could have done, and what they should have done, is they should have done the Yusang Vong invasion, which you don't know what that is, but it was basically... Nope. These aliens from outside of the galaxy come into the Star Wars galaxy during all of the infighting when they're trying to rebuild the Republic and stop the remaining bits of the Empire. This alien race invades, and they have like really powerful like technology and ships, and they just fucking wipe the floor with like everybody. They fight everybody. They're at war with the entire galaxy. So the entire galaxy needs to like band together and just fight this desperate war against this superior, possibly infinite alien race from outside the galaxy. It would be more interesting than just Empire again. It would be like, oh, this new alien race outside of the galaxy invades, and now everyone, like the Empire, needs to team up with the rebels and form this, collected galaxy and fight off this new threat, something we've never seen before. So it would have been interesting, something new, and then we get to see the team up of, stormtroopers and actual like rebel soldiers, New Republic soldiers, and you see Star Destroyers fighting with X-Wings.
But nah. Let's just do the same thing again.
We're gonna have Big Planet that die.
Yeah, we're gonna have Big Planet that shoots other planets.
Big Planet shoots other planets and then just fucking immediately eats shit.
Yep. Right after blowing up something. Or attempting to blow up something. Wow. What a Star Wars rant.
I like how... Hold on. I'm thinking back to The Force Awakens. Why didn't they just blow up the Resistance planet first? Like, they blew up the New Republic planets because, like, oh, we took out the head of government. Now everyone's in chaos. But New Republic...
It would make more sense to blow up the...
They didn't even have anything.
What were they weren't going to kill you.
What were they going to do? They couldn't do anything.
Nah. We need a story here, alright? We gotta blow up.
Like, I'm pretty sure I read that the New Republic didn't even have any fleet. They willingly got rid of all their ships because they're like, no violence. When they knew that there is the Empire sitting off somewhere with all their ships, they're like, we don't need ships. Let's just get rid of them. And then they did. It was like, okay, well, that's fucking stupid. Now that they're back, the Empire's back, they brought their ships. Uh-oh, we got rid of all of our ships. What the fuck are we gonna do? Should have just blown up the Resistance planet first.
Yep.
They wouldn't have had time to stop
the series would have been over right there.
And then the New Republic would have just been sitting there with their thumbs up their ass, because they're already
And then you could have blown them up right after.
And you could have blown them up after, like they were planning to do. This is like
but nah.
Dumb. Or they could have just built 2 Death Stars. I mean, they built a planet. Just built 2 Death Stars.
Or they could have done something different.
Or they could have just built more ships.
Instead of building a big circle in the sky.
They could have just assembled actual good military.
Instead of building a
giant
fucking circle.
A giant fuck off planet that can be blown up.
In less than a minute.
That can be blown up by a singular fighter. Why don't we build warships that actually can take down multiple fighters by themselves? Very sad. Very sad. Awful. Oh, we haven't even talked about that one scene in The Last Jedi. I know this podcast is...
I think I know what you're going to say. I already know.
What?
Is it the Leia?
No. I mean, that was stupid as well.
Dude, that was a Jesus moment.
That was just dumb. They should have just let her die right there. I would have been like, okay.
Yeah, because she died in real life.
If she died in real life, they gotta cut.
That would have been a perfect way to get her out of there.
I would have been like, fine. I would have been like, yeah, it's a disappointing ending.
But like, what else can you do?
There's nothing you can do. You shouldn't keep her alive. It doesn't make any sense. So just.
But no, she fucking Jesus is back into the ship.
I would have accepted it. I would have been okay. It's fine.
Things happen.
We can deal with it. But then they bring her back, and I'm like, why?
Yep.
It was fine. You already had my acceptance of her death. Don't bring her back.
Everyone in the theater was fucking fine with it. Guaranteed.
I know, it was like we've already accepted it.
Yeah, when it happened, I was like, all right, this is how they're going to do it.
We have closure. You've already lowered the casket into the ground. Don't fucking bring it back up again.
Fuck up J.J. Abrams. So he was like, it's not my problem after this film. I'm just going to... I'll let J.J. figure it out.
I'm talking about when the fucking captain light speeds the ship into the flagship.
Oh. Alright.
The problem with this is that it negates literally every other space battle, like with the Death Star. Just have a ship ram into it.
At light speed.
You could say like, oh, it costs too much. You don't want to waste the ship. It's just, who cares? It's a Death Star.
It's gonna blow up everything.
I'm
just
sure
put up a big old ship, set up a timer on the hyperspeed button.
You don't even have to do that. You can literally, you can find somebody fanatical enough to want to ram the ship. You can guaranteed in the whole galaxy, you can find somebody who'd want to do
suck it up and not be a little bitch and just
like in World War II, Japan, they fucking did kamikaze pilots, and they were common. That was commonplace. It's not hard to find
a single person to save the world,
to save planets,
the universe. Yeah.
It's just like, who just fucking ram the ship. It could be a little small ship.
Just make it lined up fine. Just line it up.
I understand like why they did it in Last Jedi, because it's true. In real life, if this technology did exist, theoretically, you could do that, and it would be very, very effective like that. But we avoided it in Star Wars because it just negates everything. If you bring real life,
and then like what happens when people want to just travel? Do they smash into asteroids and just?
Well, yeah, because you'd have to have like shields up and stuff like that.
Oh, God, it just overcomplicates things that shouldn't have happened.
Like, you're bringing real life stuff into this. We don't want real life.
This is Star Wars. It just ruins it. Because then that makes another. Because then if Star Wars is conscious that it can do that, then like you can't ignore the other things.
Yeah, you can't have stuff like the Death Star, which was like cool. You know, a thing that can blow up planets. Wow, that's kind of cool. Big as a moon, space station. But you can just kill it in one hit.
Because now whenever I see a Death Star, I'm like, just ram something into it.
I mean, to be fair, you always could kill it in one hit, because you just shoot the missile.
Yeah, but this is even easier. You don't even need to do anything. You can keep something super far away and just ram it into it.
Yeah, you could just fucking ram the ship. You could take a little ditzy little freighter, slap a light speed engine on the shit, ram it into the Death Star, shit's gonna explode. I mean, I guess you could argue, like, shields would protect it, but didn't the flagship have the shields? No, I guess they shut the shields down. Right?
I don't know. Either way, no. I don't know. What happens if the ship has a shield and the fucking Death Star has a shield? Does it just skid off of it?
No, I don't even know how.
It makes just more problems.
It's just a complicated physics problem, which we don't need.
In Star Wars, they shouldn't have done that. Like, it's cool to look at, and it was cool that it happened, but now it just causes a million more problems.
Like, now, like, almost negates everything else.
Because now when I see a Death Star in the original trilogy, I'll be like, you could just ram a thing in it.
The Millennium Falcon could have just killed that shit right then and there.
Anything, a TIE fighter, not TIE fighter, an X-Wing. An X-Wing could just ram into it. Oh, wait, do they have it? I don't know.
X-Wings also don't have it.
Oh, I don't know.
Wait,
just find a ship that has...
they do.
Yeah, because they got to the Death Star.
Yeah,
until they got
do.
there.
Never mind.
Alright, well, just ram an X-Wing. Get a singular X-Wing and just ram it into it.
Maybe an X-Wing wouldn't be big enough. You could argue that, but then just get a bigger ship.
Yeah, just get any big ship.
You have plenty of them. Any big ship is cheaper than the Death Star.
Yeah.
It's a win-win. You can't lose. Unless you ram
or
like
just do it while they're building it. And just...
It's just dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, you couldn't have killed Starkiller Base with that, because it's as big as a planet. So a planet would have survived.
How did they blow it up? How did they do it? They shot something in it?
They shot a missile down into, like...
And just ram a ship down there. You could do it.
Oh, yeah. No, never mind. You could just do the same thing. Yeah.
Anything that they could just shoot, you could just ram a ship into it.
Yeah,
It'd probably be more effective to just ram a ship into it anyways.
That's true.
It is more effective.
One of their ships. Because then you can't miss.
Just get a Star Destroyer and just you can't miss.
They can't shoot it down. I mean, they could if they have enough.
But it's going hyperspeed.
Yeah, you're gonna go into hyperdrive anyway, so they can't hit it.
And who cares if it gets a little damaged? It's gonna explode.
Who cares if it gets a little bit damaged? As long as you achieve maximum velocity, you're still gonna hit it.
Just too many problems.
The sequel surely is just it's too bad. It's too flawed.
Too many flaws.
The prequels were just
flaws.
The prequels were just like boring,
bad movies, but they didn't make flaws for everything.
But they didn't have that many flaws
that like affect the whole story.
Like with the story, I don't even think the story in the prequels really had that many flaws. I mean, I guess they could have. I can't bring up any in the top of my head, but nowhere near.
Yeah, I haven't watched the prequels in a long time.
As big as the sequels.
I haven't watched any Star Wars movie in a long time.
Nowhere near on that level.
I don't have The Last Jedi on Blu-ray. I'll probably need to get it.
Any of that.
I'll probably need to get it just to complete the collection.
I don't even.
But I'm never gonna watch it.
I don't even want to. Like with every Star Wars movie, I've seen them multiple times. Even Force Awakens, I've seen multiple times because it's like, okay, it's acceptable.
I saw The Force Awakens in theaters like 3 times. It was cool to watch in theaters.
Yeah,
it was cool.
But The Last Jedi is the only film I refuse to watch more than once.
I've literally seen it once in my life.
I've watched it once. And I was like, I can't. I just literally can't sit through it again.
There's no way.
Physically can't. Every other movie, I can binge the rest.
It has
I can
some
watch
replay
them
value.
multiple time. Last Jedi, I just can't. I physically can't sit myself down.
Remember when Luke was drinking that nipple juice? The green.
That was the highlight of the film.
Yeah,
that was
that
the
made
one
it the
good
best.
part. That was the one good part of the film. He was drinking.
And he fishes with these
juice.
really inefficient long sticks that he stabs into fish.
Yeah, it was great.
Just force grab the fish and bring him out of the water.
Force grab them.
Yeah, he could do that. If he can force project himself, it would have been cool if he was standing there for like the 15th time. But whatever. Guess that's just too much to ask for.
I think it's about time we wrap this up.
Yeah. Alright.
Well,
this was the Star Wars rant. This was the Star Wars rant.
Literally
podcast.
Star Wars cast.
Yeah, this was worse than the Scooby cast because we just fucking went to town.
We went to town
on the critique of the Star Wars trilogy. Of the Star Wars just saga.
Yeah.
With a couple extra things. Rogue One's only good scene was the Darth Vader scene.
Oh yeah, totally. That was the best scene.
That made it almost worth watching.
I thought the movie was okay.
I kind of forgot what happened. I've seen it once.
Yeah, I've seen it once. No, I've seen it multiple times actually. Just to see the Darth Vader scene again.
Dude, honestly, honestly, that scene made it worth watching.
Oh yeah, I got fucking hype as soon as
like right when he heard that, and he just fucking because the people in there acted like he was like a caged animal, like he was like a lion, like it was
they were trapped in there with the boogeyman. Like,
yeah, it was just perfect. Yeah. That was perfect, and like it linked up perfect with the New Hope,
and just seeing Darth Vader again,
in his prime,
glory, like in his prime, like in modern day in modern day to where he can do more,
just lifting people up against the ceiling,
he can do more just badass.
He's not an
things.
old man.
Yeah, it's like the originals where he can't do much.
We never see Darth Vader like that ever.
Like in his prime, like
that's
how he's
the only scene in
like
all of the films.
Where he's interpreted in like the books and the comics and like video games, where he's like uber powerful.
Yeah, you see Anakin kind of like that, but that's Anakin. That's not Darth Vader.
But yeah, it's not Darth Vader where he's
he's just accepting his
on
hatred
the battlefield.
For the dark side, just
where he's just this threat on the battlefield.
God, like that makes you just
where you just shit your pants when you see him.
Yeah, like he's like just
out of the
and everyone knows, like everyone knows how dangerous he is because they all immediately just like unload on him and nothing just.
And then it just does nothing.
Damn. They should have a Darth Vader movie where he just kills Jedis the whole time.
That would be that would be a good movie as well. Like
where it shows right after Revenge of the Sith, where he just kills all the Jedis. Where he just
goes on a rampage around the galaxy, killing the Jedi.
God.
We get so many
ideas.
So many badass lightsaber fights. Another upside of the prequels. Lightsaber fights. Mwah.
Yeah,
fucking golden.
They maybe have overdone it a bit, but I mean,
no, I don't even care. They were fucking amazing. Those are true lightsaber fights for me. Just all over the place.
And the Anakin versus Obi-Wan fight, like I get that it was badly acted at the start when he was like, "If you're not with me, then you're my enemy," and it's like kind of cringe. But the fight itself...
The fight itself is badass.
Yeah.
It's such an ending trilogy fight.
It's very choreographed, but it's still just... Damn. Like, you can't deny it's not entertaining as hell.
It's the ending of the trilogy. It feels It feels grandiose.
Yeah, Return of the Jedi didn't even have an ending, like, battle. It was just like, Luke gets shocked.
It was the tension. It had the ending space battle. The prequels didn't really have an ending space battle. It just had multiple ending lightsaber battles, and like the ending like wiping out of all the Jedi. But there wasn't really an ending space battle because there wasn't any, because he just controlled the entirety of the Navy. It just had multiple lightsaber fights. But the originals had the battle against the Death Star again, this ending space battle. You know, the battle with the Ewoks or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot
then there was the confrontation between Luke and Vader, which was kind of cool. It wasn't the most extreme lightsaber fight, but then
there wasn't really any fighting. It was just kind of like talking.
But then again, they were limited with the time or whatever, so it's understandable, and I can forgive it because we still got a good ending, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It was still fulfilling.
But nothing like Revenge of the Sith.
It didn't need to be like Revenge of the Sith, in my opinion. I don't feel like it should have been, honestly.
Well, no, of course not. It's two different stories.
Because it's like a whole different story that has like a whole different ending, while Revenge of the Sith was like a whole different thing.
I like not happy endings, honestly, like that. Like that's just cool to see. Like that's just fucking like you just feel like fucking like like it's just epic as shit.
Yeah.
When everything doesn't turn out exactly how you want it to. And it's just like, damn. Wait, could Obi-Wan could have ended Anakin right there.
He could have killed
stopped it all, but he walked away.
Technically, they could. That's the glorious thing about the prequels. Getting back at this, is that like another complaint with the prequels, like some people have complained about this, is that like the good guys are like so incompetent and they're like they cause all these problems.
But Obi-Wan couldn't kill him, man.
And they're
like his son.
And they're not good characters. They're assholes. Like the Jedi are assholes, and like that's the point. They're like, this is the end of the Jedi. They're not who they used to be. They're not these grand warriors. They've fallen. They're now a bunch of these assholes in their temple, and then they pay the price. They
lose.
They lose in the end because they're a bunch of these assholes.
Yeah.
They've gone blind.
And Darth Sidious was ahead of the game, and he knew how to play it.
Yeah, Darth Sidious is over there all sneaky with it.
Yeah, manipulating the little Anakin boy.
Yeah, and then he eventually just took over, which is just good. I love that part. I love the part where the
when
Jedi...
the realization starts setting in.
I just love the part how the Jedi, they're supposed to be the good guys, but you can't exactly root for them.
Yeah.
Because, they're not entirely good.
See, that, it adds, there's layers. It's not just a single good and bad.
That's why I like
original
the
trilogy.
prequel, era more than the originals. Like, the originals, it's good and bad, which is good. I like that.
Yeah, we need that. We need that
prequels,
for a story.
There's layers. There's not these just good characters, and there's not these bad characters. Like Obi-Wan Kenobi, my favorite character. He fucks up.
Mm-hmm.
He's like one of the main causes of everything.
He is pretty much the cause. He let Anakin live.
Not only that, but he also taught him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He didn't teach him very well because Anakin gave in to these dark side emotions, and he had a relationship. He wasn't
ready
a good
to be
teacher.
Yeah.
So he is ultimately to blame. He's one of the people to blame for everything that happened.
Yeah, and
so even he himself isn't a good character. He's not a good guy.
Yeah, and Darth Plagueis was, not Plagueis, fucking Sidious, was messing with the game, always on Anakin's side while everyone else was shutting him down. No one was letting him do what he wanted to do. So he was like, it's believable that Anakin would switch sides.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Damn. Prequels are better than the original trilogy.
Exactly.
Damn. We got it, thinking about it, honestly, not in terms of quality, like you said. Of course,
quality of film, you can't even debate it. They're just not as good. Quality of film, just not as good. But story-wise, universe-wise, character-wise, I like the prequels more.
100%.
They're just more interesting.
Wow.
Got more layers.
That's amazing.
Exactly.
No one can say there's a lot of layers in the original trilogy. There isn't.
Yeah.
There is no layers.
You kind of can't. You kind of can't.
Yeah, you gotta admit,
there's
lots of people don't really have any layers.
But not a lot.
No, the only one is Darth Vader, because you can see him kind of be is it dark side or light side? But everything else is
But then
Luke
you can also put that same point in with the prequels as well.
Yep. But that's for every character.
Yeah, so now it's just for every character.
Wonderful.
It's just moi. It's moi.
Damn, this podcast is a nice long one. A nice long Star Wars rant. Are you ready to wrap it up, Kyle?
Yes, I think it's
about
time.
Yeah, we keep getting distracted.
Because it's such a good topic.
Yeah. This will be the first one uploaded in June.
So
I'll tell you. Yeah, so, not June, fucking July. So,
damn.
Yeah, we literally just talked about Star Wars the whole time, but that's great. Well, I kind of like this, where we just rant about a singular thing for most of it. I think that's...
it's pretty engaging.
Yeah, but we kind of changed up. So yeah, I guess we'll just... Fuck yeah. We're developing our own style.
Of course.
Alright. So,
anyways...
Yeah, you do the outro.
The podcast will return.
Next week.
Of course, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, unless something happens. Yeah.
Yes.
Alright.
Secrets.
Peace out, bros.
Goodbye.